What's up, you guys? Your jack of all trades, master of none is here, and I'm here with a new Digimon deck box opening. I say new, I've never done these before, but what I have in my hands right now is the one of the two. If you pay attention, you can see I have the other one over here. This is the starter deck, Parallel World Tactician, a deck that I'm very much looking forward to. It plays both yellow and purple cards, which are the only types of cards I ever play, so it's perfect for me. We're gonna go through it and have a look at these cards. It has just on the back, just basic information about Digimon. You have Digimon cards, Digiegg cards, option cards. You guys know how this works, or at least some of you do. And for those who don't, you can check out my video on how to play Digimon to get a better idea. I'll link it. All right, let's pop this bad boy open. This goes on sale May 27th, which is also the day I should post this video. So, buy it. All right, so not a lot of fanfare, but we get straight to the meat and potatoes right here. I'm not sure how well that focused on, but I'll be mostly keeping it on this camera anyway. All right, so we slide this off. Get our little instruction card that comes with all of these. And let's get to it. All right, first up we have the baby Nieromon. It has the inheritable effect. If you have a yellow Digimon in play, draw one card. That's when attacking. So this deck, you will have both purple and yellow Digimon in play. Sometimes one Digimon is both those colors at the same time. So this is an effect you should get fairly often. You should be drawing a lot. It has 4 Nieromon. In Digimon, unlike other card games, you only ever need to buy 2 of a starter deck to get a full set of each card. Cards like Nieromon, you're going to get a full set of, but then more rare cards, you're going to see you only get 2 of. Next up, we have Salamon. Very simple, 3 costs to play, but it can digivolve off of yellow and purple Digieggs. That's a big thing about this deck. So I can use a purple baby like this, or I can use a yellow one too, and it's perfectly fine. It's nothing to write home about except for this inheritable effect. So these 2 starter decks introduce the DNA Digivolve or Jogress effect, where essentially you can take 2 Digimon, combine them into one in your hand for a free or reduced cost. I believe they're always free, but I think some might have just reduced cost. But so Salamon says, you may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand by paying its DNA Digivolve cost. And this is an end of your turn effect. So what's cool about this is, if you are paying a cost to do your DNA Digivolution, then oftentimes you will pass turn on that because it'll probably be kind of hefty. But Salamon says this will happen at the end of your turn, so you can already have paid out enough memory to pass turn, and then when it's considered the end of your turn, now you pay a little bit more and you do your DNA Digivolution. And let me tell you guys, Bastimon is exactly the type of Digimon you would actually love to make at the end of your turn and really put your opponent in a bind, even if it means they get a little bit more memory. So we get 4 of these. Then we have the Lopmon. It's a yellow Digimon, but like its friend Salamon, it also digivolves off of yellow or purple Digimon. It's a trend here. Now, this is our first champion, but the most important, kind of one of the most important cards in the deck. This is yellow purple Gatomon. It is both colors, and it can also digivolve off of yellow or purple rookies. So on play, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 yellow and 1 purple Digimon from among them to your hand, and the remaining go at the bottom of your deck. That's great search power, because it's just so generic. But then it says, when this Digimon would digivolve into a card with Archangel or Fallen Angel in its traits, reduce the memory cost of its Digivolution by 2. So, what's a really cool Archangel or Fallen Angel you could digivolve into? Angelman, Lady Devimon, two cards that have multiple printings, and many of them are very good. We'll talk a bit more about the best ones later. And you get to reduce that cost by 2, and as some of you guys know, ultimate level Digimon will typically run you 3. It's rare that they cost 1 or 2. So she'll make any ultimate you want to make, it just costs 1. Very cheap, and then it's inheritable. It's just like Salamon. At the end of your turn, you can DNA Digivolve. So we're going to be doing a lot of that. And if we don't have the memory to do it, it's fine because it'll just get tacked on at the end. So this is one of the cards you want to get 2 of. That's why you want to get 2 of this starter. Do it. I'm telling you to do it. Oh, speaking of like an Archangel you can Digivolve into, here is the Angelman from this set. I think it's actually pretty good. So it can Digivolve for like many other cards here, yellow or purple. But on play, that's so you don't Digivolve into this, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -2 until the end of the opponent's turn. And inheritable, while you have a purple Digimon in play, this Digimon gains security attack +1. Once again, this deck wants you to play yellow and purple Digimon. It's going to benefit you to use that to your advantage as much as possible. So there's a reason why this is an on-play Digimon, even though it can Digivolve into yellow or purple. So remember that Gatomon and Salamon have these inheritable effects that let you do a DNA Digivolve at the end of your turn. If you were to play this card to get that security attack -2 effect, you would more than likely pass your turn. Having 6 memory to give is not common in this game. It'll happen sometimes, but it's not that common. But what's really awesome about this is if you have an ultimate Digivolved over your Gatomon, right? And then you can just slap down this Angelman for its full 6 cost. That will cause the pass of your turn, and then I'll trigger Gatomon's inheritable, and then you get to do a Jogris at the end. This deck wants you to both be Digivolving and hard playing your Digimon, just to get maximum value. And let's not forget, this is going to make a very strong Digimon, getting a security attack +1. And for some of the like megas that we're going to want to run here, that's really beneficial. So we get 4 of the Angelmons. Ooh, I didn't think it would be so early in the deck, but we have Mastemon. This is the Parallel World Tactician herself. So purple, yellow, it Digivolves from both. But it's the first one to have the keyword DNA Digivolution 0. So DNA, it's going to be hard to see, but I'll put a render on screen just to make it easier. So it says DNA Digivolution 0 from yellow level 5 or purple yellow 5. So, or plus. So you have to use an ultimate yellow and an ultimate level purple Digimon to DNA Digivolve into this. And it costs 0 memory. I guess because the idea is it takes a lot of resources to get 2 ultimates on the field. Like, they're not crazy expensive, but it's expensive. Well, you get to make, if you do that, you get to make this for free out of your hand. And then when Digivolving, you place 1 yellow or purple Digimon from your trash onto the top of your security stack face down. And that's when Digivolving in general. So you can get this effect whether you DNA Digivolve or if you Digivolve just straight up off of a level 5 purple or a level 5 yellow. But if you do DNA Digivolve, you can search your security stack for 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card and then play it without paying its memory cost. So what this essentially does, it's kind of like the other Mastemon, but there's a couple extra steps. You are bringing a Digimon back from your trash, potentially, but it doesn't just have to be that Digimon. You get to add a Digimon from your trash to your security stack, and you can look at your security and pick any Digimon you want that's level 5 or lower and bring it out. That's kind of huge, right? That's any ultimate level Digimon you can just bring out just whenever you summon this. So and in yellow decks, I mean, this is yellow and purple, but in yellow decks, we do a lot of filtering through our security, making it as good as possible. This card helps you do that, but it gets better. Because on all turns, when you play another Digimon using an effect like the one we just read, delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the played Digimon's level. So if I DNA Digivolve into this and I pull an Angelman out of my security and play it with this effect, the other effect will then trigger and then delete a level 5 or lower Digimon. That's a good play. That's a really good play. But that effect isn't just tied to Mastimon's first effect. This is an all turns effect. So if at any point you play a Digimon with an effect, this can trigger. That's things like, Omnimon's Zwart Defeat, because he plays himself out of your security. That means you can delete a level 7 Digimon. There are cards from previous sets like Lucimon Fall Down. Many of you guys are thinking about it. You can play Lucimon Fall Down, who's a cost of 12 or 14. You can play it for free because I believe it's an ultimate, so it works with the first effect, and you get to delete something, and there is an effect to delete something too. There's a lot. This is a great and strong card, but you only get 2. So what do I say? Buy 2 of the starter deck. Next up, we have Ghostmon. Ghostmon isn't normally a blocker. It's a 3-cost 2,000, so it would be weird for such a cheap Digimon to be a blocker. But if you have a yellow Digimon in play, it becomes a blocker. This reminds me a lot of the promo Gatomon. It's a yellow Gatomon, and if you have a purple Digimon in play, it becomes a blocker. So what you want to do was revive it out of your trash with your Mastemon, and then it would recover 1, and it'll be a blocker since Mastemon was purple. That Mastemon. I guess this Mastemon's purple too, but it's purple and yellow. So Ghostmon's like a cheaper Gatomon. And then we have Tsukaimon. Tsukaimon says, on play, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel and its traits among them and add them to your hand. Wait. So that's a lot of options. That's Archangel, Fallen Angel, or Angel. So that's Angelman, all the way to Ophanimon, and his name escapes me. But you guys know, if you know your Digimon, you know who I want to say. So this is another great searching card. It's amazing that in this deck you get 2 searchers. I think Gatomon is better, and Tsukaimon, you can choose not to play it, but it's still really good. And because it's good, you only get 2. Then we have Witchmon. It's a security Digimon, so when it gets checked in security during battle, it will play itself, and it has an on-play effect. Return 1 purple level 5 or lower Digimon card from your trash to your hand. Very simple. It just helps you recur your resources. It's level 5 or lower so that you can get your DNA Digivolve materials for Bastimon. You get 4. Then we have Wizardmon, our just jack of all trades champion. 5 to play, 2 to Digivolve, 6,000 DP, but it is dual color and it Digivolves from both colors. So it has a lot of versatility in a deck like this. But you could also play it in a pure yellow or pure purple deck because, well, it does everything. Then we have Bastimon. It's an on-play, level 5, delete 1 of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. Remember, guys, this is a yellow and purple deck, so we are messing around with our security, and we're trying to control the board by deleting our opponent's Digimon. Bast helps you do that, and you can Geogress with it, because level 5. Speaking of another great DNA Digivolve target, Lady Devimon. So, let's see, where's her counterpart? And like Angelman, she has the same Digivolve criteria, but she's purple. And she has a when Digivolving effect. You may trash 1 card in your hand to reveal the top 3 cards from your deck and add 1 yellow and 1 purple card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in their traits and add them to your hand. Place the remaining at the bottom of your deck. This is another card that searches. That's a 3rd card in this deck that will help you dig through it and find the pieces you need. That's mad consistency. That's unheard of in Digimon. The sheer amount of search power you have. I say it's search, it's not a true search, but it's really good, right? But even better, its inheritable says, all of your yellow Digimon gain retaliation. So that's kind of major, right? I don't know if you guys picked up on why that's major. It's real. Retaliation is not something yellow Digimon normally have. It's something they like to have. It's a great keyword that many colors would like. And the fact that this Digimon specifically, because it's a yellow, means that, 1, it's kind of rough to play this in a purple deck because Well, it only benefits yellow. But if there is a way to play it in a yellow deck, you know, a deck like this one, you can make your yellow Digimon just as dangerous as your purple Digimon. I love this card, and I will make use of it. And you even get 4. Love it. Next up, we have Junoman. Junoman, oh, this is one of the Olympus 12 Digimon. You guys may be familiar with them. Alex is a big Digimon lore head, so I hear things. Okay, either way, Junoman is a natural retaliator, so it doesn't need Lady Everyone's effect to have retaliation. It's a great effect. And then when Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck, then return 1 Digimon card from your trash to your hand. Yeah, that's just another way of digging for cards that you need. And I don't think... Well, that's really interesting. See, you're trashing the top 3 cards from your deck. There's a lot of strategies and other cards in this game that trash cards from the top of your deck and want you to do that. Junoman has applications not just in this deck because it digivolves from yellow and purple, but in other strategies too. I really look forward to seeing what we're going to do with this card in the future. All right, now we're in our options. We have a shiny one. This is an important one. It's this Chaos Degradation is an option that removes a Digimon in a way we have not seen before. So it costs 8, but it's worth it. Place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of your opponent's security stack. If you do, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So we have reduced Digimon's DP down. We have sent them to the hand. We've put them to the bottom of the deck. We have just straight up deleted them. Now we can send them to the security stack. And if it's something that we might have trouble swinging over, we can just leave it on top of the stack, and the rest of the effect will get rid of that security for us. But if it's something that's inconsequential, that's just weak, maybe it's like a floodgate Digimon that says you can't gain memory or something, you can just put it at the bottom. Put it at the bottom and then get one of their other security for free. Maybe it's an option that could cost you the game. Chaos Degradation is an amazing card because it's yellow and purple. As long as you have a yellow or purple Digimon on your board anywhere, or tamer, you can use this. Now, of course, its security effect couldn't just activate the main effect. That would be too good. But security effect says you can place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of the security stack. So it still can remove a Digimon, but you won't get that free security removal thing. Still really good though. I love it. I love this card. You get 2, so you need 2 star decks. Do it, do it, do it. I don't usually give financial advice, but this is foolproof. I mean, I'm sorry, it's just great. All right, our next option is this is Lady Devimon, Darkness Wave. Trash the top 3 cards of your deck. Then if you have a yellow Digimon in play, return 1 yellow or purple Digimon card from your trash to your hand. It costs 1. Once again, in decks that like to mill, a 1-cost mill is amazing, and it'll be useful for all of those decks. And if you're playing it in a deck like this one, where you have yellow Digimon, you even get to pick a card out of it. That sounds very similar to Junoman. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, except with a condition attached. So we're gonna be very consistent around here. We're just digging through our deck and just getting into our Geograss. Now we have 2-cost Night Raid. Play 1 purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effects do not activate. Now, do they usually do this? I guess not. So this kind of caught me off guard. I didn't know Night Raid was in here. And the reason I say this, and it's why this is a big deal, Night Raid is not a new card for the starter deck. It says BT2. This was in the 2nd booster set. This card already exists, but it has different artwork now, artwork that I love, actually. And it has real application here. We have great level 3 Digimon that we wouldn't mind playing from our trash. If I played Night Raid, this is the version that I'm playing. This is my favorite artwork of that card. Oh, I forgot about the rest of these. So you get 2 more information cards, and what I think are just gorgeous. Let me put them together. We have our Angelman and Lady Devimon. Oh, that's upside down. Memory counters. This is sick. I love it. I'm gonna be, even though I have a mat with a memory counter, I'm still gonna be using these. Well, that is all I have for the Parallel World Tactician. Let me pull out some of the most important cards here. The Gatomon, the Mastemon. There's a lot of important cards. I apologize for missing any. But guys, pick up this deck. This is going to be a very powerful deck. These are great cards. Get 2 of them. And stay tuned for our opening of the Ultimate Ancient Dragon deck. And here's a tip. This deck also uses DNA Digivolution. Stay tuned.